Hey guys, today I am making chicken foot sauce. This is my dad's recipe that he's had for years and he's finally agreed to share it with me, and so I'm sharing it with you guys. First, you're going to need about 2 pounds of chicken feet. First thing you want to do is just cut off the tips or the nails. I'm using my kitchen shears because I find it's easy to just snip it off. And I'll do this to all of the chicken feet, and then I'll check the underside to see if there's any bruising or anything else that I need to cut off. But these were pretty good and didn't need any of that. Then I'm gonna wash my chicken feet. So I want to wash it really good and then soak it in some water with white vinegar until I'm ready to cook it with the corn that I'm going to be using. Sorry that the camera's a little shaky. I'm trying to multitask here. So then while that's soaking, I'm going to cut up my corn. So I'm using I'm cutting each ear of corn into about 4 or 5 pieces. I'll do this to all 3 ears, and then I'll put them in a pressure cooker along with the chicken feet to have it pressure cooked. So here I am. I'm stacking it into my instant pot, but you can use a traditional pressure cooker. I just find that my instant pot is just a lot easier to cook with these days. Then I'm adding the corn to that. Next, I'm going to add some water. It's about 4 cups of water. And then I'm going to add some LAWRY'S seasoned salt. Now, this is not something I typically cook with, to be honest, but it was my dad's secret ingredient, I suppose. So I'm adding LAWRY'S seasoned salt, and then I'm adding some more water because it didn't look like it had enough water in there. Then I'm going to add just 2 cloves. So it adds a little bit of flavor to it. So 2 cloves. I'm adding some more seasoned salt because it looked like it needed some more. And in total, I added 1 tablespoon. Then I'm going to cover this up and let it pressure cook for 20 to 25 minutes or until the chicken feet are really tender and almost the flesh is almost falling off the bone. I do have to note that off camera I also added 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of dried Guyanese thyme. Now, if you know how Guyanese people tell you recipes, they're always forgetting ingredients, and my dad totally forgot some of the ingredients when he was telling me. Anyways, I'm gonna prep all of the garnishes for the sauce. So there I was chopping up some yellow onions and making it into onion rings. Then I chopped up some shallot, as Guyanese call it, but these are really scallions or green onions. And I'm gonna set that aside. Next, I'm going to chop up a cucumber. So first I'm gonna peel it, and then I'm going to put some texture on the outside of the cucumber just to make it a little bit more fancy. And most Guyanese people do this to cucumbers, but I'm using a fork to just add some texture to the outside going along the lengthwise of that cucumber and just creating some texture. Then I'm going to slice that up into some pretty thin slices, thin and even slices, just so that it will have an overall even texture when you add it to the sauce and just really help with the flavor of the sauce. Next, I'm going to chop some celery. Now, usually celery has a very thick stalk, but I'm only using the leaves from the stalk. So what I did was, as I was buying my celery, I made sure that I chose ones that had a lot of leaves, and so I can pull that off later. I'm adding about 3 red pepper to my sauce, and the first one I cut out the seeds because I didn't want all that heat, and the other two I kept the seeds in. And I'm wearing gloves because I don't want pepper all over my hands later when I'm touching my baby. So you go ahead and chop that up and set it aside. If you don't have red pepper, you can use jalapeno pepper, chili pepper, or even scotch bonnet pepper. It'll all do the same thing. Now it's been about 30 minutes since I've been cooking this chicken foot, and it looks like it's ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the garnish. I added some vinegar there, followed by some pepper. Then I'm adding the green onions and the cucumbers. I'm adding the yellow onion last, making sure that I separate all those rings. And I added the celery in there, and then I gave it a good stir. Now, sauce is more of a pickle, so you want it to just sit until it comes to room temperature before you pour it into your serving dish. Thank you guys for watching, and please try Souse. And if you do, comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.